Over the past few days, the spotlight has once again turned toward the San Francisco 49ers wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk, as general manager John Lynch recently spoke quite openly about the player's status and future with the team. Lynch didn't just offer the usual vague praise. He made it clear how vital Aiyuk remains to the 49ers' plans moving forward. He pointed out the progress Brandon has made in recovering from his injury, emphasizing that the organization is proud of his work ethic and that the team sees him as a crucial piece in their roster. This is particularly significant given the rocky moments the relationship between Aiyuk and the team has experienced over the last couple of years. What really stands out is that Lynch confirmed the quality conversations between the front office and Aiyuk, which signals a mutual interest in moving forward positively. Brandon was present at the mandatory minicamp, which in itself speaks volumes because it shows his commitment to the team despite the setbacks. He's been actively involved, not just physically working on his rehab, but also helping other receivers, showing leadership even while still on the mend. From a team dynamics perspective, that kind of attitude goes a long way toward building trust and cohesion in the locker room. Of course, some people might roll their eyes and think, well, that's just the GM saying what he's supposed to say. But digging a little deeper into the context, it actually paints a more optimistic picture. Remember, Aiyuk has dealt with his share of drama, much of which stemmed from social media and public speculation, sometimes fueled by his own posts. Wide receivers often have a flair for stirring things up, whether intentionally or not, but it seems like there's an effort from his side to dial things down and focus on football. That's good news because the 49ers invested heavily in him. Brandon signed a huge contract with guaranteed money worth $76 million and an average of $30 million per year, making him one of the highest paid wide receivers in the league. It wasn't always smooth sailing. Early in his career, Aiyuk struggled to earn Kyle Shanahan's full trust, even feeling like he was in the coach's doghouse at times. But over the years, he improved steadily, eventually becoming the team's #1 receiver and earning All-Pro recognition in 2023. His production was strong, especially playing alongside Brock Purdy, who has helped unlock his potential in Shanahan's offense. So, what exactly happened that caused this recent unhappiness or frustration from Aiyuk's side? Was it the contract negotiation taking longer than expected? That kind of delay has happened with other key players like Nick Bosa and Deebo Samuel, but those players didn't seem to have issues with the organization afterward. It's hard to say for sure what created the tension, but clearly something led to a rift or a lack of trust at some point. What makes it even more curious is that Aiyuk appeared unhappy before his injury, sulking and showing a bad attitude. For a player who thrives on competition, getting sidelined with a serious injury like an ACL tear can be devastating mentally and emotionally, but Brandon's mood issues predate that. The injury itself was significant. He tore 3 ligaments in his knee, which is more severe than a typical ACL injury. That means his recovery timeline has to be more cautious. While fans often compare his situation to others, like Stephon Diggs, who bounced back quicker from an ACL tear, the reality is that every injury and every athlete's healing process is unique. From what John Lynch and others have shared, Aiyuk's rehab is going well. He was seen running routes lightly at the minicamp and throwing passes, which is a positive sign. The key now is for the 49ers to avoid rushing him back too soon, protecting him from risking re-injury and jeopardizing the rest of his career. This cautious approach aligns with the team's big investment in him. They want to see him return fully healthy and ready to contribute at a high level. John Lynch also touched on other important topics during the same conversation, including Christian McCaffrey and defensive coordinator Robert Saleh. McCaffrey, known as a game changer on both run and pass plays, is an absolute needle mover for the team when healthy. He demands defensive attention simply by lining up in motion or in the slot, forcing opponents to adjust their game plans. Although some have questioned his burst and explosiveness during off-season training and minicamp, it's essential to remember he has been managing a tricky Achilles tendonitis issue. Even everyday people can feel how persistent and unpredictable tendonitis pain can be, so it's no surprise that it affects an elite athlete too. Still, glimpses of McCaffrey's talent shone through in recent practices, including an impressive touchdown catch, suggesting he's on the path back to full strength. Switching gears to the defensive side, Robert Saleh's return as defensive coordinator has been a huge boost for the 49ers. Lynch expressed how much the organization values Saleh, not only for his coaching acumen, but also for the positive energy and swagger he brings to the team environment. Comparing Saleh's return to upgrading from a Honda Civic to a Ferrari captures the sense of excitement and confidence he instills. The defense feels sharper, and the vibe around the team is noticeably lifted, with players smiling and the overall mood light and confident. Among the players Saleh has been high on is linebacker Dwayne Winters, entering his third year and poised for a breakout season in 2025. Winters plays with fiery intensity and physicality, showing a fearless approach that catches the eye. His speed and aggressive style make him a key asset, though the challenge remains for him to refine his instincts and avoid over-pursuing plays. The ability is there, and with the right coaching, Winters could reach a new level. Last year, he showed impressive skills in pass coverage, ranking 6th among linebackers in that category, which is no small feat considering the complexity of coverage responsibilities in today's NFL. While his pass rushing and run defense grades can improve, the foundation is solid. What's interesting is how the 49ers linebacker group is shaping up. With Fred Warner anchored in the middle, Winters and rookie Nick Martin are battling for the outside spots. The mix of youth and experience, combined with solid coaching, gives the 49ers one of their best linebacker groups in years. Add in other players like Stone Brandon, Chaz Surratt, who Saleh brought over from the Jets, and special team contributors like Luke G. Ford and Jalen Graham, and the depth looks promising. Curtis Robinson, coming off a torn ACL, was showing promise before the injury, and late-round draft picks like Tatum Bethune add to the mix. Meanwhile, on the offensive side, receiver Jacob Cowing is another player catching attention. He trained hard in the offseason, improved his route running, and is showing better consistency in maintaining speed through cuts and breaks. His versatility allows him to line up both inside and outside, and his ability to run gadget plays gives the offense more creativity. In his rookie season, he caught 4 passes, and now expectations are growing for a breakout campaign. Watching his development could be one of the more exciting storylines for the 49ers in the coming year. All in all, the San Francisco 49ers are in a fascinating spot. The mix of veterans recovering from injury, young players stepping up, and coaches bringing energy and expertise makes this team one to watch closely. Brandon Aiyuk's progress, in particular, will be a key factor in how the offense performs. If he can return healthy and locked in mentally, paired with Christian McCaffrey's dynamic playmaking, the 49ers' offensive weapons could overwhelm defenses once again. On defense, Robert Saleh's leadership and the emergence of players like Dwayne Winters provide a strong backbone that the team desperately needs to contend for another deep playoff run. The pieces are there. It's just a matter of putting everything together and staying healthy. As the offseason progresses, all eyes remain on how the 49ers will manage the delicate balance between pushing their players to excel and ensuring they don't risk further injury. Brandon Aiyuk's situation is a perfect example of this tension. While the desire to see him back on the field firing on all cylinders is strong, the front office and coaching staff understand the long-term implications of rushing a player back too soon. The history of the NFL is filled with stories of talented players whose careers were derailed because they returned before their bodies were truly ready. For a player like Aiyuk, who carries the burden of a massive contract and the hopes of fans eager to see him replicate or surpass his all-pro seasons, patience and proper rehab are absolutely crucial. In conversations with the media, John Lynch has been consistent about the organization's commitment to Brandon's health, emphasizing that the 49ers aren't interested in short-term gains if they come at the expense of the player's future. This approach resonates deeply with the team culture that Shanahan and Lynch have cultivated over the years. One that values toughness and competitiveness, but also respects the physical toll. the sport takes. This is why the medical staff's role is so important, closely monitoring every step of Aiyuk's recovery and adjusting his training to prevent setbacks. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Rumors have begun swirling around the San Francisco 49ers as whispers from inside the team suggest tension is brewing during practice sessions. Sources close to the organization indicate that star running back Christian McCaffrey may have crossed a line by allegedly directing offensive language toward a teammate during recent training. While details remain scarce and unconfirmed officially, insiders hint that the incident has sparked concern within the 49ers locker room and front office. Christian McCaffrey, known for his exceptional talent and work ethic, has been a vital component of the 49ers offensive strategy. However, this rumored altercation threatens to overshadow his on-field contributions. Reports from training camp suggest that the altercation was more than just a fleeting moment of frustration, leading some to question the impact on team chemistry. The 49ers management is reportedly aware of the situation and is preparing to step in to address what many see as unacceptable behavior. In an environment where unity and mutual respect are crucial, such a disturbance could disrupt the delicate balance that a team needs to succeed. While McCaffrey's passion and competitiveness are often cited as driving forces behind his performance, crossing professional boundaries could force the organization to reconsider its internal dynamics. It remains unclear whether this incident will lead to formal disciplinary action or if it will be handled behind closed doors. The rumor mill has also sparked speculation about the broader implications for the 49ers this season. With a roster full of talent and high expectations, maintaining harmony is key. If these reports hold any truth, the front office will likely feel compelled to act decisively to preserve the team's cohesion and focus. Fans and analysts alike are watching closely, eager for any official statements or further developments on this intriguing and potentially volatile situation. For now, the San Francisco 49ers remain tight-lipped, neither confirming nor denying the rumors. But one thing is certain, if the allegations are accurate, the organization's leadership will have to navigate a tricky path between supporting a star player and enforcing the standards that keep a team united. Whether this incident will be a minor blip or a major storyline remains to be seen, but the buzz around McCaffrey and the 49ers is intensifying, fueling speculation about what the future holds for both player and franchise. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.